We're here at Nikon's booth at PhotoPlus Expo in New York City, where they have announced two new lenses to join their extensive lineup. Steve, tell us about 70-200.
Sure, Chuck. The 70-200 2.8, of course, is a mainstay of our lens line. This is probably one of the most popular professional lenses that we make, along with the 24-70 and the 14-24. This lens is a staple in almost every professional's bag. We have redesigned the lens after many years. We've given it some really worthy updates, including a new optical formula, which includes 6 ED elements, 1 HRI element, a fluorite element, and we've also coated the front and the back surfaces with a fluorine coating, which makes them very easy to clean if they get dirty. We've also swapped the focus and the zoom rings based on customer feedback, so it's now very easy to balance the lens using the tripod collar and access both rings very easily. We've also added a number of different functions to these buttons that are located around the lens. These previously were only an AF lock button for temporary locking the focus while you recompose and shoot. Now there's various functions that can actually be set through the menu of the camera. So for instance, I can set one focus point while I'm using another, and just with the simple press of a button, it'll take me right back to that predetermined AF point that I've memorized. So really handy lens. We've also changed the grip on the outside of the zoom ring too. We've enlarged the nubs on the surface of the focus ring. So I would imagine if you're going to use an ancillary zoom control on this, like a focus control, even just a friction device would roll really well against this surface, since we've added a lot of rubber to that ring.
And how's the throw on the focus for manual focus?
Well, it's really great. In fact, what we've done is we've actually increased the minimum focus to about 1 meter, a little over 1 meter, all the way, of course, past infinity, which will accommodate for temperature shifts that the lens can experience in all kinds of weather conditions. So, but of course, it's not like a cine lens, so we won't get the kind of focus throw that we really want, but it's primarily designed for SLR photography. And of course, when you're not using autofocus, the focus is very, very smooth. But most photographers will use this with autofocus, of course.
And is this weather sealed?
It is. In fact, there are 9 critical joints that have been totally weather sealed on this, so it's better sealed than any of our other 70-200s have been.
And this is an electronic lens?
It is. It has an electromagnetically controlled diaphragm.
Great, thanks.
Absolutely.
Price and shipping dates?
I'll have to check on the price. I don't know it right off the top of my head. But shipping dates will be probably in about a month. Those usually follow about a month afterwards. So I would advise people to check out our website at nikonusa.com for the details.
Okay. And that's not the only lens that you announced here.
You are correct, sir. In fact, this is a very unique lens. This is the latest in our PC, or perspective control lens lineup. This actually allows you to tilt and shift the lens. We've actually redesigned this one so that we've put a joint between the shift and the tilt so that you can control them in opposite directions. This one, along with the 70-200, also get our nano crystal coat treatment, which is a nano thick coating which helps prevent internal flare that can occur inside the lens. And of course, with a big bulbous front element like that, that's very important. So obviously this is a more of a specialty lens, but it will allow you to do correction for perspective distortion, but it can also be used very creatively to create like a miniature effect also, which could be done for filmmaking as well as for still photography.
And this is the widest in your line of PC lenses?
It is. This the 19 will complement our 24, 45, and 85 millimeter lenses. So.
And is this a manual focus lens?
It is. It is indeed a manual focus lens. Very difficult making an autofocus lens with all the mechanical linkages that exist in this particular lens.
And is there any kind of filter solution for this?
We don't have a filter solution. I would imagine that there probably will be many eventually when we introduce this, though it does come with an appropriate hood for it.
Okay, great. And do we know any prices on this one?
More details on nikonusa.com.
Too new to tell. Okay, Steve, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks.